Hey everyone, it's your girl Monty, and I'm here with, um, I don't know if I should call this an update or, yeah, I'm gonna call it an update. So I hope everyone is well during this quarantine, and I hope you guys are self quarantining based on the state you live in. I live in Maryland, so our governor is like, don't leave the house unless you absolutely have to. So that's what we're doing over here. My husband, of course, is essential, so he goes to work every night, Monday through Friday. But other than that, we're here. The kids are here. We're self quarantining. So last time I spoke to you guys, I just had my gender reveal, and we found out Button was a girl, and her name was Belle. So I don't know how far along I was at that time. Um, but that was probably February 11th. It was February 11th. So I would have been like 16 weeks. 15, maybe 16 weeks. Well, um, today is March 30th. So it's been over a month. March 31st. Today's March 31st. So it's been over a month. And on March 9th, sometime between the night of March 8th and the morning of March 9th, my water broke, apparently, in the middle of the night. I didn't realize it. Of course, everyone knows that while I've been going through this fertility journey, this is my first child. So I honestly didn't know, but I did wake up in the middle of the night and I was like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. I went to the bathroom, peed a really long time, but I felt fine, got back in the bed, went back to sleep. Woke up, saw some spatting, called my doctor. No, I texted my doctor. When I got up for work, it was going to be a normal work day. Um, saw some spotting and said, hey, doc, seeing blood for the first time. I'm 20 weeks pregnant. What should I do? He texted me back and said, meet me at labor and delivery and we'll get you checked out. I get to labor and delivery. Well, no. Yeah, I get my husband from work. We go to labor and delivery. And the doctor says that he does, well, no. So they check me. They don't see where the blood came from. They see some residual blood, but they don't see where the blood come from. And they saw it was no active bleed, so they thought I was fine. When they actually got me hooked onto an ultrasound machine, they realized there was no water around Button. So all my amniotic fluid was gone. So that's when they said, well, did your water break? I was like, I don't know. I didn't think so. I was like, what happens when your water breaks? He was like, you pee and you can't stop. I was like, I peed, but I stopped. So, I mean, of course, it probably wasn't as much amniotic fluid because I was only halfway there. I was 20 weeks pregnant. So they said, well, she can't survive without amniotic fluid and she needs to swallow. And this was a learning process for me. He said she needs to swallow the fluid until she's at least 24 weeks pregnant to build some lung tissue. And then once she gets to 24 weeks, they can put me on an antibiotic. I mean, not an antibiotic, on a steroid to hurry her lung building process. And then at that point, she is viable. So at that point, she was not viable. Um, that was a Friday. So he said, well, we can give you some pitocin and send you into labor, but she can't survive. Or we can put you on, admit you into the hospital, put you on fluids for the weekend and an IV and see if the fluid will start to build back up and regenerate. So of course that's what I want to do because I want nothing more than to be a mom. So that's what we did. So we spent the weekend in a hospital. This was not on the night of the 8th. I'm sorry, y'all. This was like the 5th going into the 6th. So we spend the 7th and the 8th in the hospital that Saturday and Sunday. Our family's coming to see us. You know, they're checking Button's heartbeat every couple of hours. It's fine. Sunday night, they check her heartbeat. She's fine. It's nice and strong. Actually started leaking a little bit. So they said, okay, you must be making fluid again. You know, it's going to be okay. Monday morning, they came in, and the nurse that would be getting off shift. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm tired. It's like almost 11 o'clock at night, so I'm a little tired. But so Monday morning, the nurse that will be leaving checked her heart rate like they normally do, and they could not find her heart rate. So she goes and gets a doctor, and they bring over an ultrasound machine because they had just been using a fetal Doppler all weekend. So they go and get her actual ultrasound, the sonogram machine, and they look at her and they're saying we don't see any heart activity. She was just kind of laying there all weekend. She had been so active. I don't know what happened, but Belle didn't have a heartbeat anymore. So, and that was at about 7:30. So they said, let's get a room ready for you. You have to deliver her. Of course, I was distraught. I was like, there's nothing you can do to fix this. And they were just like, no, she's gone. So they moved me over to labor and delivery. But I wasn't hooked to the IV or anything anymore. So I was like, well, look, since we're going over here to labor and delivery, can I at least just go to the bathroom and take a shower? Before I have to labor. And they said, sure. I go to use the bathroom, and I turn on the shower water to get showered. And when I go to use the bathroom, I felt the urge to push. So I tried to push a little bit because I thought I had to poop. And I was like, that is not my butt. I looked down between my legs and I saw her toes. So I completely lost it because they told me they were going to put me on Pitocin to make me start to dilate, to force me into labor, because I had not dilated. I didn't have any contractions, nothing. At this point, I had not been in any pain at all. So I scream loud as hell. Nathan calls the nurse. They come in there, get me back into the bed, and they're like, okay, it's time to push. So I had to push. Not hooked to an IV, not with any pain medicine, and I pushed. So I delivered Button at 8:15 in the morning. They cleaned her up and put a cute little hat on her and wrapped her up. I got to hold her for a long time. She looked exactly like me, but she was born sleeping. So that was it. So I know until now I was calling my vlog fertility success. I guess it was not successful because Belle didn't make it and she's not here. But yeah, that's where I am. I did make her nursery. Maybe in a couple of days I'll be ready to, because I was initially going to do the video in her nursery so you guys could see it. I don't know. I went, so I delivered her on a Monday the 9th. I came home from the hospital that evening. For the first week, I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want people to talk to me. I didn't want to eat. I didn't want to do anything. So I sat in her nursery in a rocking chair and just rocked. But at night, I did go to my room because my husband works at night and I never get to sleep with him. So I would go to bed with him and probably wouldn't even go to bed really. I would go in there and toss and turn and pace. And so he would wake up and talk with me and cry with me. But we made it through that week. Roughest week of my life. The second week, he went back to work. Um, then she went downstairs. You can go downstairs. That's the 2-year-old, my niece, looking for her mama. Um, the second week was, so this is week 3. We're halfway through week 3. So yeah, the second week I had separation anxiety. So the only person that could comfort me was my husband. So when he went to work at night, it, your mommy is not in their room. Your mommy is downstairs.
You want me to take her downstairs?
No. So the second week when he went to work, I would literally stay up on the phone with him all night while he was at work. Because he was the only person that would comfort me, and he would talk to me until I dozed off. And then I would wake up and call him right back. And I know I'm probably working his nerves. When he came home from work, I would literally stay in the bed with him all day. I won't leave the house, which is actually not so bad now that we're quarantining. But that was that week. This week is better. This week, I'm still not really up for leaving the house, but I did go to the store because I needed to buy some groceries for the kids. Um, I'm able to, I talk to him about half his shift, and then I sleep the other part of the night. So I don't sleep all day anymore. Um, and I don't go sit, I haven't been sitting in Bill's room. I go in there to do stuff, like I ordered a rug for her room. It just came in the mail today. So I'll sweep her room and put that down tomorrow. That type of stuff. But I feel a little better, and I'm actually ready to go back to work because I just need something to focus on. I went to the doctor today to get my HCG levels tested to make sure they're all gone. Um, to make sure there's no residual pregnancy hormones. No, I did not go today. I went yesterday, and I was supposed to get a call today, and I didn't. Shady Grove. So I emailed Shady Grove Fertility because that's who we use to get pregnant with Belle. And they said because of the restrictions in the state, they can't start any new cycles right now. So that was a huge disappointment and kind of crushed me a little bit. But I don't know. So as far as for my little outfit, y'all, I really don't get dressed because I don't go anywhere, but I take showers and stuff. So this robe is something I ordered when I was pregnant, and this is actually her swaddle. This would have been Belle's swaddle, but she never got to wear it. Um, this robe, and it matches the swaddle. We would have had like matching outfits. But yeah, she's not here. So that is an update for what has gone on, is going on with me. We're not giving up. We're not giving up. We're going to try again as soon as we can. I'm also in a transition at my job, which my benefits will change. So we're going to pay a lot more money next time to try again. But it's worth it for us. So we're going to do what we have to do. I wish I could start today, y'all. It would give me, just going through the process. You guys that have followed me from the beginning of my journey, just the process that it took to go through, it is so much that it would at least give me something to focus on, because right now I just miss my baby. And I know I never got to feed her or play with her or change her. Just the fact that I was pregnant and I felt her moving around in my body and I saw my body changing. And I think the hardest part is when I wake up in the morning and I'm not in pain or I'm not uncomfortable because the baby's doing this, that, and the third. That's the hard part for me. because I just wish I was still pregnant. So that's what I want to do right now. I want to try as soon as possible. My husband would like us to try naturally first. So I ordered some ovulation strips from like Amazon to test that so we can know when we did to baby dance. But that's different for me. We've never done that before. But for me, it's worth a try because I don't know what else to do, especially with Shady Grove saying they can't start any new cycles because of this quarantine stuff. Um, I want the world to get better because this virus is affecting everyone in the whole wide world. But I definitely didn't think I would be going through something like that. And on top of that, waiting on the virus to lift before I can even start another IVF cycle. Um, because, like I said, in a perfect world, I would go get started today. I'm ready, and I don't know what to do to even. I don't know. So hopefully I'll get my HCG levels and whatever other tests my doctor ran. Hopefully I'll get those results by tomorrow and be able to figure out um, if I'm okay and I'm healed. He did say it seemed like my cervix was nice and small. I mean, not my cervix, my uterus was nice and small. So I should have healed and been healing the way I should be. But again, it's only been 3 weeks and I did deliver her. So I'm not even teleworking right now. I'm on disability. I just want something to do and something to focus on. So that's all I have for you guys. So far they're telling me they don't know why my water broke at 20 weeks. Um, I had gone to the doctor that Wednesday, just 2 days before I got admitted into the hospital, and everything was fine. Her heartbeat was strong. I had got some tests done for spina bifida and my baseline test to make sure that I wasn't going to start having preeclampsia. Oh, something that's really good that came out of this, guys. I have not been on blood pressure medicine. My blood pressure was really low when I was in the hospital. So they took me off the medicine, and I haven't taken it since then. And when I went to the doctor yesterday, it was still really good. So I have not been on blood pressure medicine. I am lighter now than I was before I even started IVF. So I'm way less than my pre-baby weight. Um, if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my video with people. I wish I had more information. I don't know what happened to Button. We were in the middle of planning her baby shower. Like, I have so much baby shower stuff here that I've ordered, and I don't know. Her nursery is complete. I don't know what happened. And it hurts. And it took me a long time to do this video. I know it's been a long time since I uploaded a video, but I had to make sure I could even get through the conversation without crying. So that's where we are. If you guys can tell, my face is clearing up under here. Down here is just residual because my hair was growing like crazy. But yeah, that's all I have. If anyone has any questions or anything, just let me know. I'll answer them. I think this video shows you guys that I'm being completely transparent. And that is where we are. But we're definitely going to try again. And as soon as we can. And we're not in a rush, but I'm 37. I'm almost 38. So now I'm not a spring chicken. My husband is 41. So we really thought that we would be becoming parents this year, and we're not now. So, yeah. We're going to keep trying, though. So thanks, everybody. A lot of people already reached out to me that follow me on Facebook that found out what happened. So I appreciate you guys. I did reactivate my Instagram page, so I might post the link to this on Instagram. I don't know how to do it. I'll try. I don't know how to use Instagram that well. Facebook is my thing, but I appreciate all the condolences and the warm wishes. I do. It just took a while for me to be able to talk about what actually happened. So I'm getting there though. Where I'm better. I'm much better. So feel free to ask me any questions you may have. Or if you have any advice on what we can do without doing IVF, since we can't use Shady Grove right now. Um, that's it. I appreciate everybody. We love you guys. And I will make more videos even though I'm not pregnant anymore. I'll make some videos based on what we're doing to try to get pregnant in the meantime, and see how that works. So let me know, guys. Hope to hear from you guys soon.